Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kevin, and today we're going to be talking about Jake Paul. Why Jake Paul, especially now that he's irrelevant, even though he called out Cody Cole for being a cyberbully. Why? It's because it seems like KSI started trying to shoot shots at Jake Paul, and it seems like Jake Paul is actually finally growing up. In this recent video that he made calling out KSI for being a liar, and he kind of gave KSI and the guy that he's going to be boxing against in this event some actual good advice. And yeah, like he said himself in the original video, I cut it out, he called himself and KSI a F-boy, which they really are. They really are F-boys. It's actually kind of funny. So let's just get right into it.
You mad because you pay $400K for features and your music video is still gonna get passed by the mini version of me. So KSI obviously had Rick Ross and Lil Baby, who are some of the biggest artists. His music video is at like 10 million views right now, and the mini version of me, mini Jake Paul, uploaded a music video at the same exact time, and I think his is at like 9.5 million. If you're gonna pay 400K for features like he did, like that's the word in the industry is what he paid. I have like big friends in the music industry who gossip, and like everyone knows what everyone pays for feature prices. Firstly, I didn't pay. Secondly, your songs are shit and no one over the age of 12 listens to it unless it's for irony. Lastly, Gibbs fuck you up and then your whole family will be full of losers. Firstly, I didn't pay. Okay, this is the biggest lie. Everyone in the music industry pays each other for features. So the fact that he's saying this, like, guys, let's think about this really for a second. Rick Ross and Lil Baby, they live in Atlanta. They fly out to Los Angeles to go to the fight, perform there, cut the record, be in the music video. These artists don't do shit for free. That's not how the music industry works. So first of all, this guy's a liar. Like I said, just a lot of the UK influencers just straight up lie all the time. And it just pisses me off. I'm not saying I haven't lied about shit in the past, but for me, like moving forward, I want to be as authentic and like truthful as possible. Secondly, your songs are shit and no one over the age of 12 listens to it unless it's for irony.
We just saw there, it seems like KSI was the first one to start this. Obviously, Jake Paul hit him back with the mini Jake Paul's has overpassed you in views on his music video, and that's actually kind of funny. KSI has been taking music seriously for the last 4 years, and even though what was it, a couple years ago, PewDiePie made a parody song of one of his songs and then copyrighted because it used similar beats as a song, even though it was under fair use. And he told them that most of the people watching Jake Paul's old music videos are 12-year-olds, and if they do watch it, they're watching it for irony's sake. I will agree that there are a couple people that are watching it for irony, but at the same time, it seems like that's kind of a dumb point, especially if Jake Paul originally he started making content for a younger viewer. Obviously, his viewers are going to be younger, and he should have just called him out for making a guy successful YouTube channel and then scamming his viewers that bought into it. Like, he should have called him out that way. Like, and it seems like KSI is just losing at that point.
Here we go. This is my response. First, we all know you paid, it's okay. Liam be emailing every big artist to see who says yes with how much you're willing to pay in the email. That's what I was talking about. Like, he emailed one of my big artist friends, and my artist friend showed me. You weren't even on your own song. Do people like your music or SX? KSI had like 8 bars on his song. So I don't even think people like KSI's music. They like people that he's featuring on his song. Secondly, I already fucked your brother up and didn't have to win from a referee's bad call. Took out, then finished what my brother couldn't. You have a glass jaw and got dropped in 1 hit now. Liam, I ain't my music manager, so that's false, LMAO. Look at my Spotify monthly listeners and compare them to yours, LOL. You've never performed in front of a crowd older than 16. You barely beat my bro. If he had trained, you would have been finished. You won't ever get to fight me, LOL. If you think you'll beat Gibb, then you're clearly delusional. Plus, your bro fucks you up in sparring. All right, let's break this down. So, first of all, he goes, look at my Spotify monthly listeners and compare them to yours. Yeah, KSI has more Spotify monthly listeners. Give him credit there. He's also dropped a full entire album and has been taking music seriously for the past 4 years. But he's right. He's right. I'll give him that W. You've never performed in front of a crowd older than 16. I don't get why this is a bad. You barely beat my bro. If he had trained, you would have been finished. I'm just gonna play this clip.
Bad intentions, and he lands with the left into the body. He's got Deji hurt here. Deji is rocked without a doubt. Jake Paul's going to it, and he's looking for the big punch to end this. Can he get it? The referee's going to send it for us. The towel has been
Yeah,
thrown
oh,
in. It's
okay.
foul.
No, for sure, for sure. So you're basically saying that he didn't train, but he was training there with you and Vidal, who is training Gibbs. So basically you're calling Vidal a shitty coach.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. That's what you don't need to be doing. Yeah.
I just think it's funny that KSI is trying to deny that he's paid for features, even though like Jake Paul said, if you're gonna get somebody to come and feature in a song, like they're really not gonna be doing that for free, especially if they're gonna have to spend their own money to go to a studio and then feature in a song, especially with somebody that's not as popular as they are at making music. Let's be honest, KSI is not at the same level as Rick Ross or Bad Baby. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then that last part, I cut out that last part because I don't want to keep it in there in the video, but I will look down the original video if you guys want to watch the original video, because I cut out a lot of the parts where he was just rambling on, and it was kind of annoying, to be honest. But I'll leave the link to the description of the original video. Let's keep going.
But since you want to talk about age, let's talk about how you're 4 years older than me, but still try to compare us on every level. I got more all-time views than you, and you have triple the uploads. So if you look at my all-time views on my YouTube channel, it's like 6 billion something. His is like 5 billion. But if you look at my uploads, I only have like 800, and he has like 3,000 or 2,500. So I don't know. I'm just gonna let that speak for itself. I let the numbers talk, and that's why I said at the beginning of the video, like, you can hate on me all you want, but like, I just spit the truth out there. Let people make of it what they want. I said you got good Spotify listeners. I give you that, brother. But you also have dropped the full album plus 20 songs. The last song I put out is my first real song. God, obviously we're just having like an ego battle. I need to stop having such a big ego. I was obviously like fired up and just I was like, fuck yeah. Plus you talk about my fans being young, like there's not still real people. You're honestly stupid as fuck. If you think I barely beat your bro, he hit me 4 times in the whole fight. People like to say, oh, Jake, you got a bloody nose, but like I get bloody noses in every single wrestling match. It's like genetics. I have to get my nose cauterized. Here's a 5-second clip of me getting my nose cauterized. Me getting bloody noses is something I've dealt with my whole entire life. I literally have I said he hit me 4 times the whole fight. And remember who finished off Joe Weller faster, you bum. I've never sparred my brother, so now you're just talking out of your ass. I hope you're there, front row, January 30th, to see me take Gibbs' head off. You're gonna see my skill and be afraid to fight me. I'm calling it now.
Besides the cringy ass accent that Jake Paul tried making there, he has a good point. Like, it's kind of stupid that KSI tries defending his brother at saying that he barely trained and that's the reason why he barely won. Let's be honest, all those clips that got on YouTube, everybody saw that Jake Paul clearly kicked his ass. Like, bro, like, there is no way you could say that your brother didn't lose fair and square against Jake Paul. Like, come on, dude. Like, from the beginning, everybody knew that KSI's brother was just gonna go into that ring and make him a fool of himself. Like, that's so dumb. Like, I get it, he's your brother, you're trying to defend him, but dude, like he said, you must be delusional if you actually think your brother barely lost just because he didn't train. Like, come on, dude. To that point, I honestly think that Jake Paul's gonna win against what's that guy's name? Gibby, or Big Gib, as KSI likes calling him. So let's continue.
This is like their big thing. This is like their big like sticking point for the whole entire press conference, for the whole entire like narrative of this whole entire fight is like, Jake, where you got no fucking views. I'm just confused because when I add up Deji's views for the last 30 days and then I add Gibbs views for the last 30 days to that, you only get 20 million views. Deji's uploaded 8 times, fact check that. Gibbs uploaded like 4 times. I'm not a YouTuber anymore, but you still look at my monthly views and I'm at 48 million. So they have 20 million combined, I have 48 million, and I haven't been posting. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, no.
Jake, you're an egotistical douchebag. No one likes you. Bro, where are your followers? You have no views.
Who is the UK's like god? Who do they worship? Like, who's their god? Who's like their king? Oh, his name's KSI. That's right. Okay, let's just time out and let's just go look at his views for the last 30 days. Let's just go look at that. Oh, let me just zoom in here. Let me just zoom in. the past 30 days? Okay, got that. Mark that down. You guys got that? So, KSI is their king of the UK. Just had one of the biggest events of the year, beat Logan Paul, and still only has 48 million views in a month. But Jake Paul is in Big Bear filming shit YouTube videos in front of a camera with my dick in my hand. And wait, hold on, let me see how many views Jake has again. 48 million in the past 30 days, okay.
We got a glimpse of Jake Paul actually becoming more self-aware of the crap that he's been saying and the crap that he's been doing in the past. He really does have to like check his ego every time, especially when controversy hits or somebody criticizes him for doing stuff. He really needs to just be more self-aware that his ego is just getting in the way, especially when he called out Cody Ko for being a cyberbully just because he criticized him for the stuff that he was doing, like pushing his merch to his young audience and quote unquote program that he started to try to sell a freaking program to teach his young audience how to grow a YouTube channel. And if anybody saw any of those videos from either, I think it was from Drew Gooden made a really good video pointing out all this. And if you saw that video, like it showed these really honestly crappy videos, especially all the editing and the way he was just doing it. It really did seem like he just took out a weekend, just filmed all those videos just to make quick money from his young audience. There's different ways to call out Jake Paul for the dumb crap that he did, and KSI is just doing a really bad job of it. And Jake Paul is just being the bigger person right now. And every time KSI tries saying something, Jake Paul goes, "Yeah, you're right." And I think it was either him or his editing crew, they did a really good job of fact checking the things that he was saying. Like, I appreciate that he left all those numbers. He wasn't just talking, just not showing the true numbers, which that's actually, like he said, he's trying to be more honest, and that actually shows that he's actually trying to change.
KSI goes, "I will be there front row, and mark my words, nothing will give me greater joy than seeing Big Gibber end your career. Better train hard, you cunt."
Jake Paul is not going to lose against Gib. And do I think that Jake Paul and KSI will eventually fight? Yeah, probably, because it'll make them both a lot of money. Let's be honest. Logan Paul and KSI made a lot of money from their fight, and there is a lot of people watching it. And that was funny that Jake Paul told KSI that he did a better job at knocking out that other guy a lot faster than he did, and then he tried telling him that he got a bloody nose from fighting his brother, and that's kind of dumb. Like, Jake Paul just said he has a problem with bloody noses. Like, anything that will hit his nose will make his nose bleed. So I don't know why he's trying to argue that. Like I said before, it really does seem like KSI and Gib and KSI's brother, they're just reaching. They really are reaching. It's obvious like they all dislike each other. They're all really unlikable people. Like, his brother has done a better job at making himself more likable in the past couple years after that incident with that guy in Japan. I don't get why they keep trying to say that Jake Paul doesn't have that many views or he doesn't get interaction, since they can't actually come out with actual real numbers and statistics. They just come up with lies just to freaking makes them look better. And then from somebody like me that's not really all that interested, and whenever they make videos like this, I'll watch it and then I'm like, bro, you guys are stupid. You guys just seem like a bunch of children. So let's, I guess, continue watching.
I, as a human being, want to leave a legacy that's greater than being a fucking YouTuber. That doesn't excite me. When I grow up, I want to be able to show my kids something tangible that their dad accomplished, okay? Getting fucking views and doing well on Social Blade doesn't fucking mean shit in the real world. And even though I have the same amount of views as KSI right now, and we've uploaded the same amount of times, to me it doesn't fucking mean anything. Like genuinely, like from the bottom of my heart, like, I've been there, done that, like done the views thing. And guys, like any YouTuber up and coming watching this, any like YouTube fan, like please don't get sucked into like that world of views. I'm getting views. It's like a dead end. Trust me, it's a dead. You have to be able to build your career outside of social media and be able to build businesses, huge generating revenue streams that you can live off of for the rest of your life. Not, okay, like let's talk about, let's break it down. Views. Okay, let's say you get 2, 3, 4 million views on a YouTube video. you make a couple fucking grand. At the start of your career as an influencer, yes, that's exciting. But like when you start to make millions of dollars, do you think people who are making real money, investors, smart people, CEOs, do you think they give a flying fuck about a couple grand from getting views on YouTube? Genuinely send you a message here to like wake up. When you really start to think about this in real life and like as a smart business person, you guys sound fucking stupid. Welcome to the real world. I'm here, Gabe, to tell you that your whole entire YouTube channel has 250 million of views. 250 million. I have one video that has more views than your whole entire YouTube channel. And I'm telling you, bro, it doesn't mean anything. Build yourself in the real world. Build a brand for yourself that you can make money off of. Real money that you can sustain a family for the rest of your life. And Gabe, if we're being honest, bro, if I were you, I'd be uploading as much as I possibly could right now because you're having so much traction. You're having so many people who hate Jake Paul that go to your channel. The UK fans are riled up. Post, like suck the most out of it as you can, like Deji did before I beat his ass. So January 30th, when you lose.
We just saw there, I forgot that I cut out the little clip that he showed that Gib was trying to say that he gets more interactions on Instagram and all that stupid crap. And he kind of brought him down a couple pegs by showing him that he's like, one of his videos has more views than his whole entire channel, to put that huge point on his head that like views don't really matter. And for him to try saying that he gets more interactions or more views, at the end of the day, like you said, that crap doesn't really matter. And he's right. Like he got to take advantage of all the fans from the UK and all the other people from the US that just don't like Jake Paul. And it's so dumb that he's not trying to benefit from this, like especially as a influencer or a YouTuber. This is the dream for anybody, for somebody to like that has more views or anything, to start drama against them so they could grow their channel even more. And also, like he said, you gotta get, like, even if you do become popular on YouTube probably won't be a thing later on in the future. Some other platform will come out that's gonna overtake YouTube, or just YouTube will fall out of popularity. Like he was saying, like, who cares if you're making money off of YouTube? Like YouTube probably won't be a thing. Like you gotta make other ways of making money. And in that point, I'm gonna give Jake Paul a big W. Like he knocked this whole argument out of the park. And you just saw that Jake Paul is finally becoming more self-aware of what he's saying, of what he's doing, and actually just growing as a person. And it's so stupid that KSI is still stuck in the past. Like this dude is still stuck in the past of back in the day on YouTube, where everybody, like all these big channels, were the only thing they talked about was controversy after controversy and after controversy. He just drove the point. Who cares? Who cares if you're getting more interactions? You got to find a way to make money from this stuff, because at the end of the point, that's one of the reasons why they're still making videos, is to make money. And if you're not taking advantage of this, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? It's stupid. Hello, it's me again. I'm just editing the video. I cut out the end because it came out kind of crappy. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I am gonna make a video covering the copyright system and the way it works and the way your channel might get demonetized and reasons why you might get demonetized. And I'm just gonna make a kind of short video, probably 10 minutes long, of this, and just quickly going over the parts that you really need to know to start a channel and to make sure that your videos get monetized and you don't get claimed for using material for not being in fair use. So if you did like this video, go ahead and like it, and I'll see you guys next time.